I'm Mike AD, and this is This Week in Wrestling. On to Raw from Memphis. The night begins as Vince arrives in a limo, admonishes the driver for the smudge on the rear quarter. This will be ironic later. Here's Strowman, see if he fucks up again. Lesnar's afraid of me. The roadblocks in front of this guy were pretty insane. He says he's gonna win the title. Insert catchphrase here. Uh-oh, here comes Corbin. God, this guy sucks. I'm winning the Royal Rumble. Wow, he's delusional too. He chases him backstage. Poor Samir, but that's his role. Elias, nice segue. He knows where he is, and he sings it. He tell him he's in Vince's limo. He breaks into the limo. He assaults the driver. He rips the door literally off. Vince seems pretty flabbergasted at this destroyed limo. Come back from the break, and he tries to put it back on. Vince fines him $100,000. Tells him it's not worth it. Don't tell Vince how to spend his money, and he cancels his title shot. Strowman proceeds to make the damage total and flips the limo. There goes your title shot, buddy. Have some impulse control. The rest of the night will be focused on who will replace him. Security escorts Braun out of the building. Corbin laughs. Alright, on to the women's tag action. Dysfunctional tag team Sasha and Ronda versus 500 pounds of bullshit. This one is interrupted by a commercial for a movie as the match is still going on. God, I hate this. What an insult to the product. Baby faces win, and then we get an impromptu interview. She concedes that she'll beat her. Sasha calls her out on it. What did you expect? It's what you meant. Stop being nice and tap the bitch out. Good to see fire from Sasha, some of the best in years. Then she leaves and Ronda tries to be friends. There's a lineup outside the office of Vince McMahon. Maybe he's giving some tea bags gratis. Out comes Jerry Lawler, who just signed a deal. No Way Jose waltzes by and on the way to catering, like they're actually going to get a title shot. Back from commercial, Bayley and Natalya are arguing over who needs to control their emotions. I think they both need to show some fire. Run into Vince's office, give that old bitch a burning hammer through his desk and demand to be booked better. Oh no, the Riot Squad. Fuck me with a hot cross. Father Karras, let Jesus fuck you. Let him fuck you. Oh, and this is going to be another 6-woman tag. Lucha House Party versus the Revival Part 9 this time. No Lucha House rules. Tonight they pay the price. Right in the middle of the match, they're at Vince's office. And Dasha Fuentes is conducting an interview with Dash Wilder and fucking Apollo Crews and Rhino, and he's Slater. Despite the lack of respect they show these guys, the Revival win. Brutal. Back to the office. No interview. He's going out. Vince is going to the ring. Out comes Cena. He's stepping up. He runs down everybody that left. That's hilarious. He's basically 1 foot out the door. Ruthless aggression. That's hilarious. Drew McIntyre. Ruthless aggression. That's me. Your time is up. My time is now. Here comes Corbin. Fuck, this was actually getting good. Out comes Finn. I'm always getting left out. The ring's full of beef. And you can't convince me. He claims Vince never believed in him. Snap your fingers, snap your neck. McIntyre lays everybody out. Vince makes a fatal 4-way. Winner gets Brock. Moment of Bliss is returning after the train wreck from last week. Oh Lord, Jinder Mahal. He's pissed he's not in the fatal 4-way. After all, he made the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge, and he wants a shot. So Vince lets him pick one guy, and if he beats him, he takes his spot, and it's Finn. It's the Repetition Squad versus Bayley, Natalya, and Nikki Cross. Jesus, what a loose cannon. Baby faces win, and the crowd was excited by this escaped mental patient. Right? Me. All the time. Wrong Seth Rollins. Everybody. Me defending my title in Memphis. Don't care. Don't care either. Mahal versus Balor. Winner advances to the Fatal 4-Way. Mahal. He was robbed. They changed the match because of how much it would have sucked. And you know what else sucks. Baby faces with poor impulse control. You're hurt. Same thing with Jeff Hardy. Yeah. Go on with the match. What an idiot. This is a virulent infection known as stupid babyface syndrome, and it's endemic. Earlier tonight, Braun Strowman had a huge brain cramp and destroyed the boss's limousine, losing his title shot. Hard to cheer for these babyfaces. Giving even greater truth to the iconic Dark Helmet quote, "Now you realize evil will always triumph over good because good is dumb." Balor wins, and the finish for tonight's main event begins to elucidate. Leo Rush said it's time for other people to suffer. Lashley is coming to collect the title, and it's next. Lashley, Ambrose, Seth Rollins, triple threat. Renee failing to maintain objectivity, and Corey calls her out for it. But I don't get it. Seth has had enough shots at this title, and Lashley has lost too bloody much. But wins and losses mean jack shit. Seth, it's my last chance because I'm going to win the world title. Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns. Nothing you can say can fix the car wreck that is this feud. These two men have created an effigy of bullshit from Michelangelo's David. The amount of outside interference that Leo ran in this match, it was like a handicap match. The work rate was very high, and what a finish. Lashley wins the IC title. Alexa backstage, saying nothing as the bitch gets her latte, and he walks in on her because she said nothing, and there she is, all covered up. What are you trying to do here? I have no idea. Moment of bliss, episode 2. First thing she does is announce the women's tag titles will be determined inside the Elimination Chamber, and the belts are nice. Great job on those. And out comes Paul Heyman. Emotions play no part. Brock will win regardless. And then Otis Dozovich walks out onto the set for no reason. He's having some kind of protein seizure, and Tucker has to come out to prevent his teammate from grinding on Alexa. And like that, it's over. Very anticlimactic. Cancel this show. Main event, Finn Balor, John Cena, Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, winner gets Lesnar. This was a decent match. And to think that this night began and Finn Balor would be the #1 contender for the Universal title, I'd say you're smoking some seriously good product. Afterwards, Cena puts him over because they did such a good job at destroying the man. Smackdown Live from Birmingham, Alabama. Becky Lynch pulls up and she says she's ready for Asuka and strolls by the New Day and Heavy Machinery, making the grossest weight gainer of all time. Becky even tries some and calls it weak. Great to see this new tag team as a punchline already. And here she comes. I'm not hype. I deliver. She's not ready for me. Here comes the goofy circus clown dressed up as the SmackDown Women's Champion. Please don't speak. After Rumble, you won't be in Charlotte's shadow, you'll be in mine. Double whammy. The Iconics. Where's dignity? Where's class? Talk nicely. Shut the fuck up, you Brisbane Beezatches. We're winning the Rumble and the tag titles. Lynch, I will make an example out of one of you, and it's Peyton Royce and Lacey. Evans drinks a Long Island iced tea with an umbrella from a hurricane glass. Becky wins. Asuka screams something incomprehensible, challenges the Iconics again. They don't want any of it. She chases him down, throws her ass back in the ring, and now Billie Kay takes on Asuka. This was over quick. Back to the showdown. Cue AJ's music. And that's the cue to get the fuck out of here. And AJ jumps the guardrail and into the crowd. Where the hell is this guy going? Back from commercial break, he's in a concession booth. He's gonna kick Bryan's ass. He throws out merchandise, but Bryan jumps him. Full-on brawl. Bryan goes through the Frankfurter table. Are those organic? Usos backstage. Jay gets a gift from Mandy. It's her hotel room key. What you gonna do? You gonna hit that? Go balls deep? Break her in half? Take her to the Uso penitentiary? Nah, you're gonna tell your wife. Samoa Joe is on his way to the ring, and there's the new narcissist, EC3, posing in a mirror. Is there a reason what the fuck you're here tonight? Stop making these call-ups look like total nerds. R-Truth and Carmella. Photos from WWE headquarters. What an idiot. Zelina and Almas backstage. Momentum, yeah. Last week was great. This week he wins again. Not likely. And he win the Rumble? Nah, even less likely. Everyone's favorite psychopath, Samoa Joe versus Mustafa Ali. Joe doesn't waste any time forgetting his manners. He attacks him before the bell, brutalize him. His family felt this beating in Pakistan. This one is thrown out before it starts. Sonya, she's tentative about what Mandy is doing. She hates Naomi so much she wants to break up Jay's marriage. Mysterio is backstage, and Nikki Cross is laughing maniacally from behind the maintenance cage. I don't want to criticize how people spend their time, but how did she get the key? Plus there's floor machines, propane burnishers, wax, chargers, all kinds of valuable equipment in there. Just one thing, no tocar mi toallas, carajos. Replay of the Ali beatdown. Joe is backstage. That wasn't an attack. That was a statement. I'm showing nobody any respect. You're a target. Awesome. Rey Mysterio versus Andrade Cien Almas, now known as Andrade, because Andrade Cien Almas, it's too complicated. This was once again terrific, and this match was not truncated, although Cien's ring name has been given the treatment. Play it again, Sam. What a frickin' match. Andrade wins again. Unreal. Jey Uso shows up at Mandy's hotel room. She's all ready to go. But we can't do that. And what the fuck is that paparazzi guy doing there? She doesn't want Jay, she just wants to destroy Naomi. Oh, it's a ruse, it's Naomi. Catfight on the bed, then Naomi's left laying. This can't end well. I saw the Rusev angle. Replay of the announcement of the Elimination Chamber match to crown the women's tag titles. The Miz, Shane McMahon, birthday batch. We got cakes, Jordan 33's video packages. Never sing happy birthday again. Out comes the bar. Shane books Sheamus against The Miz in a suit. Cesaro goes through a cake. Miz takes advantage and wins. Distraction by a cake. Then Shane goes coast to coast and almost dies. Tag champions once again get covered in food and look like jackasses. What's going on here? Why are we going to commercials? What's going on here? What's going on here? Where are we going? Why are we going to commercial? What's this movie that's going on here? The fuck's going on here? This is disrespectful to my podcast. Totally disrespectful to my podcast. I'm trying to do a fucking podcast here and you're going to fucking commercial for a movie? Fucking guys, unbelievable. Fuck off. Oh, we're back again? Fucking unless I get some fucking respect. NXT. Let's get started with the Street Profits versus the Metro Brothers. These guys look like Deuce and Domino. This one didn't last long. Profits win. They're a good tag team. Enjoy them. Uh-oh, Forgotten Sons. They Pearl Harbor them, brutalize them on the outside. Just a generic trio of guys. Matt Riddle backstage. He's not cleared yet, bro, so he can't be at ringside to see Keith Lee destroy Ono tonight. Who says? Consequences. Fuck him. Aleister Black. Lots of smoke. There will be reckoning. Let's start the fight early next week. Damn, he's a scary man. Bianca Belair. Please don't talk. Oh, she's just so cringy. Then Baszler comes out. Thank you. She teaches her how to cut a promo. Undefeated becomes overrated. Not enjoying the double heel dynamic. But Bianca is so hateable. I'm cheering for Baszler to dismember her. Adrian Jawood versus Dominik Dijakovic. Massachusetts. Ha 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 ha. Just say he's from Zagreb, Croatia. It'll make him much more hateable. This was an entertaining contrast of styles. Dijakovic wins because after he extricated his leg from Jawood's esophagus. Okay, the War Raiders are making some kind of Viking funeral pyre. Apparently they do this all the time. In Phoenix, your era ends. If this is how they celebrate a victory, what happens when they lose? A replay of the NXT TakeOver Blackpool event. Really good show. Out comes Johnny Gargano versus Humberto Carrillo. Really good showing here for Humberto, and he predictably takes a bump on that metal. Great, fuck me. When are we going to get the babyface Gargano back? He's a babyface. Stopped acting like an arrogant heel. Tommaso Ciampa on the roof. You're a puppet. Be careful what you wish for. Are we going to get a live sex show with that belt? Next week. Looks packed for the go-home show. And now let's do the main event. Cassius Ohno versus Keith Lee. This was like watching a dump truck hit a cement truck at 1/4 speed. Except for that slingshot crossbody. The guy is 350. Too bad. Ohno takes advantage of a ref bump, low blows Lee and knocks him out. Yet another high-profile loss for Lee. Out comes Riddle, not cleared to go after Ohno, but he escapes as the show goes off the air. 205 Live. A replay of Atami's win. It's now. Kalisto, Murphy, Itama, and Tozawa in 10 days on the pre-show. Lio Rush faces Lindsay Dorado, the man he believes is responsible for his loss to Kalisto, plus, in the main event, Buddy Murphy in a non-title open challenge. Here we go. Lio Rush, Lindsay Dorado. So Lio comes in looking for revenge. He brags about how much he helped Bobby Lashley win the IC title. What a little man with enough arrogance for two big men. Out comes the piñatas, the Mexican sex toys, the entourage. Lio wants it all gone. They leave. Tyrion Lannister picks up the win in a really good TV match. Both these guys are very impressive. Afterward, Rush attacks Dorado. Lucha Party comes for the save. Good to see he's still a prick and a coward. Noam Dar, how did you win last week? Nice interrupts him. You're lucky, but you lost. Next week, the rubber match. TJP wants an opportunity, but he's not the one to get it. It's a debuting cruiserweight tonight versus Murphy. Did you know Kalisto dedicated his life to Lucha? No shit. Kendrick is going to teach Tozawa the dirty shit so we can win, and Itami is hungry. We warn you. The Itami era will begin soon. Next week, his opponents go all out in a triple threat match to gain quintessential momentum. Buddy Murphy, Cruiserweight Challenge versus mystery opponent. You know, he's the greatest of all time. Don't what me? Ultimo Ninja, Umberto Carrillo from NXT. He didn't win, but damn, this was fun. It looks like Buddy suffers a knee injury, and then he suckers him, and that picks up in a big way. Really good match. That's it for This Week in Wrestling. Don't like the language? Well, go suck a cock on an ultra-lubricating tit-fuck. Don't like the content? I sure as hell didn't create it. I'm just one of the 2.5 million victims each week that seems to diminish year after year with no chance of recovery. With the growing specter of AEW on the horizon, it makes you wonder if the state of pro wrestling will ever improve. AOP, guys, they ruined them. With a manager who peed himself, Apollo Crews, just another highly talented guy who gets used and put back in the toy box when his purpose is finished. Baron Corbin, a big guy, but no charisma whatsoever, pushed to the moon. I'm confused. Bo Dallas, a guy gone through so many gimmicks and character changes, he's just waiting for the pink slip. Bobby Lashley, a guy whose debut, his rivalries, his push on TV was so inconsistent because of the never-ending cock gag of Roman Reigns, he never stood a chance. Bobby Roode, an entrance, nothing else. Chad Gable, so much talent, but he'll never be used to his potential or pushed strong enough for his potential to truly be exploited. Bray Wyatt, where is Husky Harris? There's another guy who was destroyed, but not because he didn't have charisma. He had great charisma. He had an amazing entrance. It's that they never let him go over anybody. Kurt Hawkins, one thing, a losing streak. The Barry Horowitz of the modern era. Curtis Axel, a guy with incredible potential, great wrestling pedigree, who just stopped getting his push because the boss got bored. Big mistake. Dean Ambrose, hell of a lot of charisma, great look, but booked into the asphalt with creative stupidity. Dolph Ziggler, the human bumping machine, whose inconsistent push is somewhat of a punchline for this show. Elias, a guy, if he could wrestle as well as he cut a promo, he'd be the world champion. Finn Balor, a guy who came in with so much hype and fanfare, aggression, charisma, an amazing entrance, and then he got injured. And he's been battling creative in their desire to turn him into a Benetton underwear model ever since. Heath Slater, another generic mid-card guy with a long lineage with the company, who probably makes some pretty good coin being so generic. Jinder Mahal, a guy whose physique was so good, Vince got an instantaneous erection and put the WWE title on him, starting a 5-month reign of terror. The Ascension, a tag team so inconsistently booked, the only way to fix it is to start over with another company. No way, Jose. No way should he ever come up. Roman Reigns, a guy so focused on, pushed so hard as a babyface, despite the revulsion of the fan base, that right now I'm enjoying the show without him being forced down our collective throats. Rhino, get into politics or something. You deserve a better retirement. Sami Zayn, he's hurt, but he's booked like a joke. Maybe a tag team with Kevin Owens can revive his career, because he's too likable to be treated as a jobber and too well liked to be a heel. Seth Rollins, just a workhorse who they book super strong and then weak. No wonder the fan base can't figure out what the plan is here. Titus O'Neil, a guy with the size and the physique of a world champion booked like a chump. What a waste. Zack Ryder, 51 weeks in a row unused by Vince. That's how he feels about you. And then when you complain, he puts you on TV so you won't leave. That's the actions of a sociopath. Put him back together with another guy who they don't use anymore. Mojo Rawley, reform the Hype Bros, or release him. That's just the male wrestlers on Raw alone. They have an oversaturation of talent, just screaming for acknowledgement. Use him or release him. Shall I do Smackdown? Fuck it. Let's go. Aiden English. You sang your promos. You were part of the best gimmick in a long time. And then when your use was finished, you eat veal scallopini a la Titus in the back. Sanity. Why bring them up? They're collecting dust, and Eric Young is as charismatic as they come. A veteran. Killian Dane, the best big man they have right now, wasting away. Andrade. Thank Christ they started to use him, otherwise what the fuck is the point? Harper, where the hell is this guy? Let him do something. The Good Brothers. Why sign these guys for a year and they sat in the back? Shelton Benjamin. Every time you open the wrapper, a bomb explodes in the ring. Use this guy. Shinsuke Nakamura, a guy whose push was bungled to an epic degree, and I'm shocked his name hasn't been changed to Nakamura. Ty Dillinger. Why? Lose the vest, lose the push, break your hand, you're finished, brutal, you sit in the back. I'm just a security guard. I just observe and report. But a blind man could write this report. 7 months ago, we were told about the call-ups to the main roster. Lars Sullivan. Where is this monster? Apparently he had a panic attack, and his scheduled rivalry with John Cena has been put on hold. They have to be careful with this one because of Mauro Ranallo. They have to treat mental illness with rubber gloves. Watch this guy never make it to the main roster. Heavy Machinery, a charismatic tag team making protein shakes and having seizures out on the stage. Welcome to their mid-card. EC3, running around in his ring gear all over the nation posing in mirrors. I hate to tell you, you've got to get over in the ring. Lacey Evans, doing what most mid-carders do. Stand around in the back until Vince takes you out of the box to play with you. Nikki Cross, the only one out of the 6 treated like she's a wrestler. Until next week, I'm AKD. This has been the Knights of the Squared Circle podcast, This Week in Wrestling. I look at guys like The Revival, who apparently asked for their release, and Mike Kanellis, who also asked for his release. And all it's going to take is just for a few of these guys to have it up to their balls with the mistreatment of their career and jump ship to cause an irreparable hole in the dike that causes even more defections. And believe me, it has to happen. Competition makes a better product. Iron sharpens iron. But the WWE mantra seems to be, sign everyone so they won't compete against us. This isn't the attitude of a company that doesn't want to win. It's the attitude of a company that doesn't want to lose. When you play not to lose, you don't play to win. And nobody likes a loser.